Hello everyone, my name is Carlos Rodriguez, and this is my warehouse design project. I'll be walking through how I use the ABC analysis, rack capacity, planning, and a fire protection design to build this warehouse from the ground up. So the project had three objectives. First, determine financial priority, which materials carry the most value through ABC analysis. Second, evaluate rack capacity and allocation to store average inventory. And third, evaluate the sprinkler system needed for fire protection. The deliverable is a complete rack layout with 3 entrance doors and 4 exit doors plus full cost breakdown. So we start with annual demand for products, W, C, Y, and X, each with its own rotation class and turnover rate. Multiplying volume by material usage gives us the total pounds and total cost consumed by each of the 24 materials per year. For the annual cost ranking, we started sorting all 24 materials from highest to lowest. Annual cost reveals a classic Pareto pattern, and these 8 materials alone, led by raw material D and raw material F, account for over 20% of the total inventory value. This ranking is exactly what drives the ABC classification in the next step. So ABC classification results, applying the standard 20-30-50 split to those 24 materials give us a 5 Class A materials, 7 Class B, and 12 Class C. Class A alone represents nearly 52% of the total inventory value, even though it's only 5 materials, so those get the highest control priority and the highest density storage in our racks. Rack capacity and allocation. From each class rotation rate, we calculate average inventory, then add a 15% slack for maneuvering and demand peaks, targeting 85% utilization. That worked out to about 52,000 pallets flowing through the warehouse per year, 9,500 and 9,500 on average, and a capacity need of roughly 1,100-200 pallets. We match 3 rack types to the 3 classes: drive-in for A, double deep for B, and conventional for C. Now we go to racks needed by class. The capacity requirements translate into 757 total racks, 103 drive-in racks for Class A, 238 double deep racks for Class B, and 416 conventional racks for Class C. Size from exact pallet counts, so we don't under or overbuild. For fire protection and the sprinkler system, we separating flammable from non-flammable materials lets us size the right sprinklers protection. The 4700 flammable pallets getting rack sprinkler at $45 per square feet, while the rest get ceiling sprinklers at $50 per square foot. Altogether, that's a $2.15 million investment in fire protection. Now moving on to the total warehouse cost. Adding up rack structures, sprinklers, forklifts, and common areas, the office restrooms and utility room bring the total warehouse cost to $3,247,000. Sprinklers are actually the largest single line item, even ahead of the racks themselves. The final layout fits everything in a 200 by 250 foot building, a total of 50,000 square feet. For the racks occupy, the Class A sits near the shipping flow, since it has the highest rotation and value. Class B is next to the exit doors, and Class C, our lowest rotation item, sits in the selective access zone, 3 entrance doors and 4 exit doors, keeping the inbound and outbound flow completely separate. In conclusion, this project classified 24 materials by financial priority, size 757 racks across 3 storage strategies, and built a complete fire protection system, all within the budget and within the building footprint for a total investment of $3.5 million. Thank you.